Welcome back once again, everyone, to Mack9's Minds. I'm your host, Mack9. I am still sitting here, still recording from the end of episode 10, just because of the fact that this is an extremely long episode. This is going to be part 2. Still working on building a mob grinder. This is a Ethos Lab design. Again, the link will be in the description to the original video on this. Hang on one second, I'm lagging terribly. One moment, please. Okay, that actually seems a little bit better. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, this is a pretty large little project. Hopefully it'll pay off in the long run. I'm getting loads and loads and loads of cobblestone out of this, which is really one of the bigger benefits to this particular mob grinder. But in addition, I'm also going to be able to get lots of zombie flesh, lots of bones, which will equate out into bone meal, and lots of arrows, which will equate out into me actually being an arrow archer sort of person thing. Yeah. So far, last episode, first part, episode 10, I was really just mining this thing out. So if you guys are just tuning in, you didn't see episode 10 or part 1 of this particular mob grinder, you didn't really miss much. I've talked a bit, I have mined a bit, I found some iron ore, I smelted a bunch of iron ore in the previous episode. It's just an ongoing project. I'm breaking picks left and right just because of how much earth I'm having to move here. Gone through 4 iron picks. That was my first of the stone picks. No, actually, no, that was my second stone pick, and I've got another stone pick right here. So I'm about to go through 3 stone picks, and yeah, gone through 1 stone shovel, about halfway through another stone shovel. This is it's never fun building these initially, but usually the benefit long term is big payout. Plus it also exposes all these nice little ores that I would have never found otherwise, just because I would have had to dig way off of the beaten path if I'm digging through a normal tunnel, or I would have had to strip mine for it and just happen to be in this area. So once again, if you missed last episode, the basic floor plan of this design, it's going to be a 30 by 30 square, 2 tall. It's using a series of water trenches as conveyor belts to move the mobs to a central water elevator. The mobs will spawn on 6 by 6 platforms, also including 4 half blocks in each platform, or half slabs, whatever you want to call them. And those are basically there to prevent spiders from spawning. Spiders can and will gum up the water elevator in the middle just because they take up a 2 by 2 area, and they can also have the ability to climb. The top of the trap will, or the grinder will have a lava trap, which will basically just slice through the enemies, and the enemies will die. The goods will fall down below the lava into a small water tray, and then we'll proceed on out of a little doorway, and I will collect and profit. Profit is the ultimate goal here. Coming soon, I'm actually hoping to, as I said in the last episode, build my house. Now I've actually got a neat little design in mind. It's kind of incorporating something I saw on Fire UK on their builds. I'll include their link down in the description. My coffee's wearing off, as is evidenced by my lack of capacity to properly pronounce words. Yeah, those guys are amazing builders. I believe they're actually associated with the Voxel Box, link included in the description, which those guys are just fantastic. I've never seen anything as detailed as the organic builds that those guys do. And the design I kind of have for my house is not like directly copying Fire UK, but they have this one episode called the Mage City, and I don't remember the name of the city, but it is amazing. They have this massive team of people helping build it. It came out phenomenally, and they have this one library scene that they show this this huge statue that's basically suspended in the air with crystals, and I thought that was just too cool. And I kind of have something like that in mind for my house. I almost want to include the crystals as well, but in order to be able to put those in, I would have to use a little bit of cheating for it, because I believe they actually use ice to make their crystals, and you can't exactly mine ice in this game. You can find it, you can't mine it. Speaking of which, we haven't exactly ventured very far away from the main hub where I spawned in at, the 2 NPC villages and my house. We've gone underground quite a bit, but you're not exactly going to encounter biomes underground. Would you guys like to see me maybe go on an exploratory mission, maybe go out and see some of the sites? I am always a big fan of how jungles look in this game. The jungles are gorgeous, these towering trees connecting. You can almost imagine a whole city suspended up in the trees just from how sheer the scale is. However, I've been so preoccupied with building and making sure that this my home area is basically completely self-sufficient that I haven't really gone out and made videos on exploring anything. I think the most I've done in terms of exploring has been between the 2 towns. I went from one town to the other, raided the blacksmith, and then I collected some red dye off camera one episode just so I could finish out the barn. And the only reason that was off camera is because I ended up having an issue with the render on that particular clip, so I was just like, yeah, no, I'll just keep this off camera, that's fine. But yeah, leave it down in the comments below if you'd like to maybe see me do some exploration videos, maybe set up some additional little buildings and outposts. If I do something like that, I'd kind of like to maybe connect everything with a rail system. That'd be pretty sweet, going from point A to point B via rail. For that matter, I've actually got another idea in mind that will take, you know, forever to actually build, but maybe making like a large-scale underground dwarven sort of hallway, like a Mines of Moria, if you will, leading from this place going north. I think there was an ocean to the north of here, if I remember the original seed spotlight on this particular seed on Paul Swartz Jr.'s channel. I've linked that before, but I can link it again in the description. The original seed spotlight, he kind of flew around. There was a nice little chasm in the jungle, I believe northwest of here. And I haven't really gone off to explore anything fancy, gone off and explored anything new. I've mostly been, like I said, focused on building. I love the building aspect of this game, the creativity aspect. I like to think I'm relatively organic when it comes to building, but I have to have materials, either that or I have to be creative. And creative just, it kind of takes the thrill away from the game. You don't have that chance of dying. But then again, I'm down in a hole where I've turned on peaceful, just so that way I can actually finish digging and building what I'm trying to build. This is the first time I've been on peaceful in a very long time, mind you, but it's all in the name of progress, I swear. All in the name of progress. So how's my inventory looking? I'm mining a lot of cobblestone. And all these blocks on the ground are starting to lag me out. I'm rendering in the background. Okay, my inventory's okay for right now. That's fine. Rendering in the background just to try and expedite things along. Episode 10, part 1's going back there, but it's probably going to take like 2 hours to render this thing, because I'm doing other things in the meantime. Don't currently have a video uploading, sadly. I've been trying to stay on top of that for you guys. I've been trying to make sure I have videos uploading all the time. Like I've said before in the past, I'm trying to stick to 2 videos a day minimum. Just because, you know, be active. Try and get you guys to bring your friends, bring your family, bring whoever. I want to share all this with everybody. This is a task right here. Pardon me, I have to take a sip of water. carbonated sugar water, that is. There's a question. What do you guys like in terms of soda? If you're gonna drink a soda, I know not everybody drinks soda. My fiance, she does not drink soda. She had soda once and had a, wasn't expecting it. She thought she was getting water. They gave her a Sprite, went right up the nose. I've been there before at least once. Sprite's one of those ultra high carbonated beverages that if you're not ready for it, you're gonna have it up your nose in a hurry. At least if you're a first-time soda drinker anyway. But what do you guys like to drink? I know there's always that big divide between Pepsi and Coke, but so few people that I actually know drink Pepsi. Everybody always drinks Dr. Pepper. Pepsi is more of a byproduct of the Pepsi Corporation, where Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew tend to be the more preferred beverages among people that I actually know that drink Pepsi products. I know that I've been a glutton for punishment and bought like 8 or 9 2-liters at a time whenever I happen to go to the grocery store here and I see that Dr. Pepper is on sale for 27 cents a 2-liter, and I'm like, oh! And then I like throw a bunch of them in my cart and then have to wait like a week and a half, so that way I know that they're not about to explode. Yeah, that usually makes my day, if I can find a sale on soda and I'm like, oh my god, these things are already buy 4 for $3, and then I get to the register and they're like, hey, we have coupons for you to use. Buy 4, get $1 off. And I'm like, yes! Those sort of amazing discounts and deals. Also, I've started downloading a few adventure maps for Minecraft as well. I was discussing adventure maps a little bit in episode 9. I have one that I'd like to try, but I haven't implemented it yet. It was a pretty large file. I was actually a little surprised by how big it was. But then again, for it being an 18-hour recommended adventure map, it's probably going to take a minute. And yeah, I usually record in 30 to 40-minute sections, so you won't have to wait as long, I guess, if you're watching my channel. I know a lot of people tend to upload in like little 15-minute chunks. I'm a little wary of that. I don't know. I've never liked uploading in 15-minute chunks because I'm always like, well, I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more. And if you guys are like me, you'll be like, why are you only uploading 15 minutes at a time? 1 video a day. I want to see more. Where's the more? And trust me, I know exactly how that feels. So that's kind of actually why I've been uploading as many videos as I have been. I've only had this account like really active since Wednesday. I've been around on YouTube for a long time, but I haven't been recording anything on YouTube. If you've looked at my channel, I don't have anything uploaded past the last Wednesday, which was the 27th. But now I'm, you know, recording. It's been a lot of really high intensity recordings. I'm keeping my computer basically running all the time, so that way I'm rendering, I'm uploading, I'm editing videos, I'm replying to comments. I love replying to comments. I know that's probably going to become a lot more difficult if I get a lot of people following the channel, but hey, bring it on. I would love, absolutely love to have lots of viewers. Lots of people enjoying the entertainment. The game is fun. I have fun. You guys have fun. Everybody has fun. That's what it's all about. There we go. 3 more shovels. Also, could stand a couple more picks. Let's make 2 more picks. There we go. Get back at the gravel. I know I've complained about this in the last episode, and I've probably already started talking about it in this episode. But gravel just destroys shovels. I mean, I was using a steel shovel, iron shovel initially, and burned through it. Switched to a stone shovel, burned through it. This shovel, probably going to burn through half of it in this pile of gravel. Maybe not, but it's pretty likely. always have to get rid of all the gravel just because of the fact that gonna have to put in a ceiling here, and if I have any excess area and I'm not able to put in a ceiling, that's not gonna be good. Again, like I've said, it doesn't really matter what the ground base blocks are, so long as it's not a half step, because half steps will keep monsters from spawning on them. And once again, if you guys are curious as to the design of the build that I'm doing, I will link in the description to Ethos Lab's video on this particular monster spawner build. It's pretty cool. He even has a diagram, a floor plan diagram that he made in Microsoft Paint that's a basic pixel per pixel representation of how this place should be laid out. I'm just doing basically the exact same design, so you'll see exactly how it goes, how it lays out, even the bits of the floor plan that have to be placed in a certain fashion. I believe he uses stone steps during his water conveyor belt transitions, whereas I'm going to use half steps. They do the same thing. It doesn't matter which one you use, they'll both be just as effective. Which you'll see more of that once I get to that point. Ooh, a little skip right there. So I'm on what, episode 11 now? This is Building a Spawner Part 2, Episode 11, Season 1, Mack9's Mines. I'm still the host, Mack9, which, I mean, you've probably already heard this intro somewhere toward the beginning of the video. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even know if I did the intro. I've just been rambling and talking and doing my thing and clearing this place out. Cleaning all these blocks out has a way of ruining your memory here. So, yeah, 11 episodes into the series, do you guys happen to know anybody that happens to be doing any sort of giveaways for microphones? I think I might have outlined this before, a very basic Microsoft Live Chat headset. I remember buying it at Best Buy a long time ago. It was basic, it was something nice for a headset, and it's decent audio quality on the earpieces. Hurts a little bit on the ears, but I'm kind of just looking for something for a microphone only, like a standalone microphone, and I just don't have the $80 to fork out for a Samson C01U. I'd love to have one. I've considered, like, oh, if I open a chip in, maybe people will chip in, but I somehow, I don't expect you guys to chip in anything. You guys are the viewers. These videos are really for you. I think I have, like, the ads on at the beginning of the videos, but I'm not making anything on this. This is purely for entertainment. I left the ads on just because it's easier than figuring out why YouTube is actually paying anything. But I mean, yeah, I'm not making anything off ad revenue or AdSense. I kind of need supplemental income. I've got a very basic job right now, and I'd love to make these videos as professional as possible for you guys, have better audio quality, but I kind of need a new microphone. But if you guys happen to know any microphone giveaways, let me know. I would love to have some sort of a mini condensing microphone, maybe unidirectional. I've seen some pretty good microphones out there on the market that aren't too expensive, but I'm just trying to get something cheap that'll work, that I can make the videos sound better for you guys, because I'm not a fan of the way the current microphone ends up making this sound. My throat being a little raspy and my nose being a little broken doesn't help either. Apologies for bringing you guys into my soap opera, but yeah, just trying to make something happen here. I've actually been enjoying making these videos for you guys. I don't have too many followers, don't have too many subscribers or viewers yet, but you know, that could change. That could change one day. I mean, people like Chimney Swift, he started off very basic. People like Lucklin, he started off very basic. Paul Suarez Jr., he started very basic. And all of those guys have so many followers now. They have partnerships, they have all kinds of crazy neat stuff. It's all just a pipe dream for me right now. But you know, anything's possible. Right, so finally we have our big 30 by 30 by 2 square. Now the basic layout on these guys is every 6 blocks you have basically a 6 by 6 cube here, a 6 by 6 platform. And there will be a few little mini pieces here between them that are basically establishing the area that the water conveyor belts are going to be along. Let's see, if I go ahead and count out from the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be one path going all the way to the other side, missing the wall. We'll count out another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we'll chop out another 2, except these will be 2 away from the wall. We'll go over another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have gravel. These 2 are 1 away from the wall. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to the wall. So now this cube on this corner is a nice 6 by 6 area. I'm going to remove the gravel right here because screw you, gravel. That's why. Not a big fan of gravel most of the time. Still got to be able to clear out actually town to make the trenches themselves. Oh, poop. I need this. That's my point of 6 there. Correct? Yes, that is exactly 6 in. And I got to make this into a trench all the way to the other side. Got to be about 2 deep. No, wait, no. On the ends down here, I think it's only 1 deep, and then beyond. No, well, let me think about that. No, it doesn't have to be 2 deep. It's only, well, yeah, it does. Jeez, I've just like blown my own mind here. I was like counting, and I'm like, yeah, I've got this. No, wait, no, I don't got this. What am I doing? I remember what I'm doing. It does have to be 2 deep just because that keeps mobs from hopping back out of the water conveyor belts. However, it's more of a preference. I don't have to make it 2 deep, but I don't want the mobs to be stuck down here looping endlessly. Let's count another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 and 2. Like so. With my knee. Over here, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, and 2. I'll probably also replace this dirt just for point of consistency and keeping everything stone. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2. That should be aligned with the middle. Oh my god, it's starting to drop frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2. Ooh, is that proper? That is proper. That is amazing. I didn't think that looked like that was the proper length. Put that over there. Beautiful. Alright, so that's 6 properly. Oh my god, I'm starting to lose so many frames. What is going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count 1 and 2. Plonk another torch down right there. Go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, correct. 1, 2, 3. Burr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like confusing myself here. Right, now I have the back end of all the trenches basically mapped out. So now I get the process of actually hollowing these trenches. This has to be so exciting. Don't worry, everyone, don't worry. The end product will be pretty exceptional, provided I can, again, keep everything well lit. Keeping things from spawning is half the challenge. Not necessarily well lit in here. In here it'll be dark. The darker the better, of course. But I mean keeping everything well lit topside as well as in local caves, which, as I recall, I don't believe there's a whole lot of caves in this immediate area, so we should be pretty good on that. Oh, lag spike. And lag spikes, like I've said, I believe are actually created by the fraps changing to a new file. And once it creates that new file and finalizes the previous file in terms of recording, then it hits that speed bump. Oh, there went my pick. Need another pick. Let's make 2 picks. Boom. Okay. Here's a question for you guys. I've been using the Coterie Craft texture pack in all my videos thus far. What happens to be your favorite texture pack? I've used quite a few texture packs in my time, a lot of Doku's RPG texture pack variations, because that was picked up by a lot of independent texture pack artists. And I've used, I believe there was a Lego texture pack option, there was Jolie Craft, there's been the, what the heck was that name? It's a fully customizable texture pack, and they released a new one every now and then. And I swear it'll come to me after I finish the episode. But more to the point, what I'm getting at here is, what is your favorite texture pack? What is your ideal texture pack? Do you like stuff that's hyper realistic, the high definition texture packs, or do you prefer stuff that stays closer to the original vanilla Minecraft texture packs? Or do you prefer something that's completely different, something maybe more cartoony, maybe a higher resolution, something that's less pixely, but not necessarily ultra realistic? I've seen some of those high realistic texture packs before, and I never really cared for them, even if they are, you know, phenomenally photorealistic. It doesn't make Minecraft look better. It ends up making it look like it's a game with a lot of really grainy JPEGs stuck around everywhere, and it's not usually something I go for. But what do you guys like? What's your favorite texture pack that you tend to use? Just leave that answer down in the comment section below, or you can reach me on Twitter at warmack9.com. I've not been getting too many people messaging me on Twitter, but you know, it is an option. It is also listed down below in the description, at the towards the top of the description, actually. Right, so that's the basic outer edge. Keep in mind that all of these have to be at least minimum 2 deep. So I've got a bit to go. Next, do the middle. The middle has a cross shape going across the mid here. I'm also going to have to dig out an area to plonk down a infinite water source, just that way I can make sure that everything stays up to speed and I don't have to run up and down the ladder multiple times. Oh yes, I forgot I still have that down there. Let's block that off. Line a hole. Watch the pick break any minute now. Any second for that matter. Also gonna need to mine that out, replace that, but I think I'm still going to need to mine it all out. Oh, there goes the pig. Pick up another one. Also, my skin on my character. I know everybody has their own little unique skin. I actually made this skin myself. I saw a old man skin, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty nice for the hairstyle. So I basically took the skin and retextured everything, redid the body, redid the face. I actually have two skins that I like to use for Minecraft. One is me in a jumpsuit, and the other one is this one. One in the jumpsuit I don't really use super frequently when I'm playing vanilla, because it's a jumpsuit. Why do I need a jumpsuit for vanilla? The answer is I don't really, but I think this one works fine. This one's basically it's me in a vest. I have my eyebrow all cocked up, and I'm wearing a black vest, blue shirt, and gray jeans. Nothing too fancy, but I've seen some pretty creative character skins out there before in the past. Like some people have seen the "I'm the fire in my ball" laser, and they get that nice little face with the blue head look, supposed to be looking like Cell from Dragon Ball Z. It has the big bug eyes on the top of the head. That's always a pretty funny funny texture pack, or not a texture pack, even a funny character skin. Let's see. Oh my god, my frames. Where have my frames gone? Where have all my frames gone? Oh my god. What is happening? Oh dear, sweet. Sweet baby Jesus. What is going on here? I like dropped down to 9 frames. I think you can even probably end up hearing my audio skip at this point, because the frames just went through the floor. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Hop up. Pause. Drop some touches. Also, if anybody wonders why I say touches sometimes, because I grew up in Atlanta, and Atlanta's a special place. It's a very special place to live, especially in inner city, and sometimes I like to throw that semi-urban spin on things, like touches and close the dough and tree fitty. Oh, about tree fitty. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again, sorry. I am not Chef's parents, apparently. My throat's starting to get all raspers. Basically had like 3 cups of coffee, and I'm running on that. Starting to get a little dry here. 3 cups of coffee, a little swig of cherry coke over here. That was not the block that I meant to place. Oh dear. Just gonna hop over. There we go. Plug this up. Step over here. Plug that all through there. That there, that there, that there, and there. Step back over. 1, 2, 3. Do have more cobble right there. And jump to the ladder. There we go. Plonk that guy right there. Getting really close to having this tunnel complete. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just building out a single shaft. That way I can actually fill this thing with water eventually and not have things colliding against anything. I'm not going to have to worry about refilling it out later. Just fill it out now while I'm here. Excuse me. Oops, that's actually where I need that to be. It's that side I need to take out. There we go. While I'm at it, let's clear the rest of the dirt right there. Fill it with stone. Not a stone right there. Frame rate lag is starting to get to me. Possibly because of the fact that I'm already starting to fill up my hard drive here. There we go. We have a nice, even pillar connecting up through the ground. Oh my god, frame rate. Oh. That last little pop of frame rate actually seems to make it a little faster. Doesn't seem like much, but it is a little bit faster here. It's neat. Keep it up, keep it up, keep making the game slightly faster. I don't mind if you do that, game. Keep going. Let's fill up this area. Again, I'm going to build a building directly on top of this hole up here, but for right now, I'm just going to kind of fill that in so it looks a little more uniform. It should hopefully be well lit enough inside that hole that nothing will spawn. And oh, that's not good. Fill that in. What I'm doing right now on the ladder is I'm actually holding shift, which keeps you from ascending or descending the ladder when you're already currently on the ladder. It's a really nice little technique you can use to basically position blocks better when you're already hanging on the side of a ladder. The only downside is that it makes destroying blocks much more difficult, because blocks will, ooh, that's also kind of difficult too. Blocks will not break very quickly when you are holding shift for some reason, hanging onto a ladder. The same is true as if you're swimming and you're in the middle of a swim, ascending or descending. Blocks do not break very quickly at all. Oh dear. That was almost my face on the ground down here. Right, so we are actually starting to see this thing start to take shape. Let me see how long this video has been running. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, it looks like this is already about 37 minutes long, so I am going to probably go ahead and cut here. We'll say that this is a part 2 of 3, I suppose, because in the next episode I'm going to go ahead and fill out these squares, go ahead and really flesh out details to this actual grinder, then we'll get up to the top, put in the lava trap, and really see this thing in action. So thanks for tuning in. Be sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.